Hello, my dear students. Myself, Dr. Bushra Alvera. I am Assistant Professor in Department of Education B.Ed in Khwaja Moinuddin Chishti Language University, Lucknow. In my previous lecture, I discussed about the main aims and objectives for teaching biology in school curriculum. Today's topic is basically concerned with various types of teaching method in biological sciences. So before starting various methods of teaching biology, first we should know about the basic of methods of teaching biology. So main poles of teaching is, there are three poles. One is teacher, another is student, and third one is curriculum. Though they are mutually interdependent, but the student occupies the most prominent place without any ambiguity. He is the focal point of all type of teaching methods and activities. All activities of teaching process involve students. Meaning of, or you can say meaning and instruction of teaching methods. Teaching method is that process by which an objective is obtained. Under it we can include content in a sequence. Several tasks are performed under it with the help of which the objectives are achieved. In the teaching of biological sciences too, there are several methods. How useful a particular method is, we should leave this decision upon the teacher, because he is the person closely related to the teaching process. Because the teaching objectives, his own teaching, his mental level of students, their interest, the availability of facilities in the school, etc. would help in determination of a particular teaching method. For selecting a particular teaching method, there are several bases, or you can say various factors that affect teaching methods are mental level of students. The teacher should keep in mind the mental level of students. In order of mental development, that the child is influenced by novelty, then by utility, and then by logic. These determining factors in the selection of teaching method at different level can be proved to be useful. Individual differences is the next point. There are no, you can say there are no two person exactly same on this earth. There are some individual differences between two twins also. So it is very important point for selecting teaching method. Specific nature of every subject. Every subject has its specific nature. This helpful in determining the teaching objectives also, and the way to which these objectives can be achieved. Biological sciences too have their own specific nature. The teacher should keep in mind the fact while selecting a teaching method. There are so many factors that can affect teaching method, or you can say selection of teaching method, and there are three basic factors that affect teaching method. First is teaching objectives, second is learning experiences, and third is evaluation. But naturally we can categorize these factors into various subcategories. First factor category is factors related to the students. The student is the focal point of any teaching method, so his present educational situation should be kept in view while selecting any teaching method. The next factor is related to teachers. The most active role in teaching method is that of a teacher. Beside his personality, his power of communication and the time available to him can influence the selection of teaching method. The third very important factor is related to the content. The content is the means, the communication of which is the basis of teaching. The specific nature of content directly influences the selection of a teaching method. The last factor is related to teaching objectives. Utility, logic, practicability and other teaching objectives influences selection of a teaching method. There are so many factors that we have discussed here. Now come to the various teaching methods that are useful in teaching biology at school level, or you can say at higher level, secondary and higher education system. So first very useful method is lecture method. So we are going to discuss various points of lecture method one by one. Before starting, it is very important to know the historical background of lecture method. Where the objective of teaching is to gain mastery only over content, this method is remain the best one. The focal point in this method is a teacher. He remains active. The students are inactive, or you can say passive listener most of the time. This method has been in existence from the ancient time. Possibly there were no books due to absence of the printing press. So the teacher imparted knowledge to the student directly through lecture method. The teacher used to present his lecture before the class in his own way. He used to present the whole content in a logical way in the form of a speech. He used to consider the ability and their previous knowledge by his experiences to propound the subject in his own manner. The student used to listen the lecture and understand him attentively as much as possible. The lecture method was very useful because of many reasons. The first reason is there was no possibility of the teacher becoming careless. Second important point is the student got no opportunity to neglect the lecture. Third point is it attempted to impart the equal knowledge to the student of the whole class of same level, despite of their individual abilities, individual differences of acquiring knowledge. Present scenario of lecture method. In this present scenario, the lecture method is still quite relevant and useful despite of easily availability of textbooks. It is very acceptable as the universal and useful method in college and classrooms. Other methods are considered to be as you can say as complementary to the lecture method. Now come to the process of lecture method. At first, teacher prepare his lecture material to be taught in the class by reading textbooks and other sources. Then the teacher present the related material before the class by lecture. He keeps delivering the lecture and keeps reading the content and information to the students. The student remain inactive and listen the lecture passively. They make no attempt to reason, to ask question, think, or do any activity during the classroom. The aim of teacher is to deliver lecture only or impart information to the students only. The teacher is not able to pay attention whether the students are taking interest or not. So this is the basic process of teaching through a lecture method. I am going to conclude my lecture here. In next lecture, this topic will be continued and we will discuss merit and demerits of lecture method. Thank you so much.